Hi there, welcome to Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Lauren Baker. Today we are here with Sarah Dean of Sarah's Harvest. She makes locally grown green chickpea hummus. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi, thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your product and how it got started?
Absolutely. We have a fresh garbanzo hummus. The garbanzos that we make are green. They've never been dried. And our parent company, Cali Fresh, has been harvesting and packing and shipping these fresh garbanzos for 13 years. And we decided a couple of years ago, why not try our green garbanzos in hummus? And it really made a superior, delicious hummus, very different from traditional. So that is sort of how it came about.
It looks pretty great if you ask me. It almost looks like guacamole.
It is. It's very yummy.
Can you tell us some of the health benefits of this one compared to like the traditional hummus, which is usually kind of like a brown flavor?
Right, absolutely.
Flavor color.
Yeah, the color. Traditional hummus is made with dried garbanzos, so the beans have dried, been harvested, they're stored on a shelf until they need to be used, and then they're boiled to reconstitute the moisture into them. And our beans have never been dried, and so ultimately it's different because it has some living nutrients in the plant that are not there with the traditional hummus, and it also has a much lower content of carbohydrate because the starches haven't really started to form in the bean yet. So there's quite a bit of a difference, both flavor-wise, texture, and health for this particular product.
Sounds good to me because, I mean, hummus is traditionally kind of healthy anyway, so if you can find one that still tastes great and is healthier, that sounds great to me. I know you're going to be at the Home and Garden Show. Can you explain to us, like, maybe like what makes you want to be a part of that and what you're going to be doing there?
Absolutely. The Home and Garden Show seemed like a natural fit for us because it's all about making your personal space better and improving life there. And that's what our hummus does. It's an improvement. It's improvement to something that a lot of people use to enjoy life. It can be used for entertaining. Use our hummus when you have some guests over. Set it out with some chips or some veggies. It's a really easy way to enjoy your space and not have to do too much work. We did all the work for you. So we just felt like it was perfect because it's great for everyday entertaining, and it's just simply a better product.
It sounds great. Like, where can we all find this beautiful green hummus?
Well, every week we are at the Vineyard Farmers Market on Blackstone and Shaw, and that's on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And we can also be found at the market on Herndon and West. We're on the menu at Peeves Public House.
Oh, that sounds really good to me.
Yeah, a lot of people like to have some Sarah's Harvest for lunch there. And then we have also joined the Vaughn's team here in Fresno. So we're at the Vaughn's in Fresno and in Oakhurst at the Pack and Save in Madera.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah,
I mean, I keep saying that, but it's true, you guys. It sounds really amazing. Can we go through the flavors for our audience?
Certainly. We have 3 flavors. We have original recipe, which, for lack of a better term, is our plain, but it's not plain at all. It's delicious. And then we have a roasted garlic with rosemary, which is just a very aromatic, lovely, nice, rich flavor. And then we have cilantro and jalapeno. Cilantro jalapeno is our most popular flavor, and I would say a lot of people are afraid to try it because they think it'll be spicy, but it's a really nice, warm, medium, and it goes well with so many things.
What would you pair a lot of these with?
Well, the original I like to put on veggies. It's just a very clean, simple flavor, and it goes really well on veggies. My roasted garlic and rosemary, I love to put that on different meats. I could take a piece of grilled chicken and just put some of that on there and add some cheese, pop it in the broiler for just a minute and eat it. It just adds so much flavor, a little bit of texture.
So good.
It's really delicious. And the cilantro and jalapeno, I could eat that with a spoon. But chips, I use that as a 3-bean salad kind of dressing, or I've even had people say, they put it on top of a like a rice cake, and then they add meat and some avocado or some other veggies and eat it like that. People get very creative with it.
Yeah, that's a lot of options because, I mean, most people I think would only think to use like hummus spread and maybe like 1 or 2 vegetables with it, but that's a lot of options you can do with these. Can we go through maybe a tasting of it?
Oh, I would love for you to taste it. Let's start with the original recipe because.
Okay. What would you suggest I try it with?
How about we try the carrots with the original and the
Okay.
roasted garlic, and then we'll take one of our corn chips here and use the fresh cilantro jalapeno.
Oh my gosh.
So
try
this
not
is
to be
the
messy.
original recipe, and yeah. And funniest, this is actually not the first flavor that we've come up with. The first
Really?
flavors that we came up with were the roasted garlic and the cilantro, and we had so many people ask us for like a plain that we developed our original recipe.
I really like this one already.
It's so good.
It's supposedly like, the plain one like she says, but it's very, very flavorful.
not
It's
plain.
mellow but flavorful at the same time.
And the texture, it's so funny because traditional hummus, a lot of people, they find it gritty, or even though it's moist, they find it dry. It's so funny to be able to call it dry, but
This
people...
isn't at all. Like,
Yeah.
like there's texture. It looks like there's texture, but like it doesn't taste gritty at all.
No,
Not at
it's
all.
very smooth, very smooth. So why don't we take a carrot and try some of the roasted garlic and rosemary?
Okay, that one sounds like it would be my favorite.
It just smells good. It's just
I
very...
love rosemary and everything. Ooh.
You're very brave eating on camera. Okay. Is it good? Yeah.
That's very, very nice. The rosemary is very potent, but like not in a way that's like, oh, it's too much.
Overwhelming.
It doesn't
Yeah.
overwhelm at all.
Yeah.
That one's really good.
Thank you. Okay. So now for the final and normally the favorite. If you take one of our scoops here and give yourself some of the cilantro jalapeno, if you want to break it, yeah. So you don't have
I
to.
just know myself.
I know. There you go.
I feel like I'm on BuzzFeed in real life, which is my dream. Mmm.
You gotta finish it. It takes a time. Enjoy it. Enjoy it.
I like that a lot because I'm not usually a jalapeno fan, but that does and I mentioned that because I do still like it. Like it's not overwhelmingly spicy, and I mean if you don't like if you're like me and you don't like the brininess of a jalapeno, like that doesn't come through either. Like it's just like she says, it's very warming. It just gives it another dimension. Like I still think my personal favorite would be the rosemary, but I still like this green. I'm just thinking green all over because I know all the ingredients in it are green. But yeah, the cilantro and the jalapeno really comes through. It is really good. Like honestly, like of all three that I've tried, you can't go wrong with any of them.
That's what we like to hear. And
Yes.
I can't tell you how many people we've asked to try, and they'll tell us, I don't like hummus. And I'll ask them, okay, be brave for me, just try it. It's very different. It's the same bean, but it's very different. And I would say if 5 people who don't like hummus tried ours, I get 3 or 4 of them who would say, I don't like hummus, but I would eat that. So that's a really
this does
great...
not taste like traditional hummus. Like it doesn't taste like it's different, but it's good. Like if I didn't know it was hummus, it wouldn't be the first thing I think because I don't only know what traditional hummus tastes like. But this is a really great alternative to people that don't like it but want something healthy to have with their vegetables or their chips besides like peanut butter or something, which I can't even eat. But
It's
this
a
is
great
really
alternative
good.
to peanut butter. Absolutely. Just, I don't know how it would taste with jelly.
I don't know either, but I mean, like besides the fact that it looks healthy, it actually tastes good because I know it's hard for people to eat healthy and not feel like they're giving up flavor, and you're not compromising at all with any of these.
Nope, they're delicious.
I love these so much. You all need to try these. They're at Vaughn's, like you say.
At Vaughn's and the market and the Vineyard Farmers Market. And please come and find us at booth 282A at the Fresno Home and Garden Show this weekend.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on our show today, Sarah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And we'll be right back after these messages.